Welcome, in front of me is a OPPO Reno5 Z, and today I'll show you how you can bypass the Google verification on this phone. Now, I will mention this right off the bat. I am doing this on Android 12. This has been recently released for this phone, and if you're still running Android 11, this still can be done, though the process will be a little bit different. Now, I won't be making a video on that just because I am right now on Android 12, so I can't downgrade it. But the process for Android 11 is much simpler, and you can just navigate to our website, search for your phone, and then choose the bypass of Google verification and select your Android 11 operating system, where you will get the guide for it. Now, brief cliff note of it is pop in SIM card, put in your PIN, device becomes locked, pull down on the little pop-up that comes up, navigate to settings, and from settings perform a factory reset of the device. Boom, bypassed. This won't work on Android 12 though. So, for this, we have a little bit of a different method of bypassing the Google verification. Now this time around, we won't need a SIM card. All we need to do is connect to some kind of network. I have already done so, and I'm already a little bit further throughout the setup process just so I can showcase you that the device is locked, and one of the methods of unlocking it would be through the pattern that was previously used on this device. And obviously if you close this, it will also allow me to verify it using the Google account. But assuming we don't know either of those, we will back out to the first page. Now, before I do, you can see I am logged in to my Wi-Fi network. Connect to yours by proceeding through the setup till you get here to connecting to Wi-Fi, connect, and then go back. Once you're at the setup page, you want to hold volume up and volume down at the same time. You want to select
press and hold both volume keys for
turn on and hold them again.
TalkBack on. Welcome to TalkBack. Welcome to TalkBack, page 1 of 5. TalkBack.
Now I want to turn down the volume of it just so I can freely talk over it, so it's not distracting to me. It's not a requirement, but if it's distracting you as well, then you can turn it down. Anyway, once you enable TalkBack, you will see it on this page right over here. Now with TalkBack enabled, the display will work a little bit differently. So now you first have to tap on things to select them, as an example, next. And then if you want to actually confirm the next button, you double press on it instead. But you first have to always single press to select it. Now, when you have this overview of TalkBack selected with the green line, you want to draw a mirrored L on the screen, so like this. Now, if you draw it a little bit unproportionally, it won't always come up with this pop-up, so try a couple times till you get this pop-up. When you see it, you will see that the first option is already selected, so while using up, so double press on it. There we go. Then select use of voice commands, and before we actually double tap on it, I'm gonna quickly go into what we will need to say. This will enable basically TalkBack, so you need to give it a command, it will accept that command, and then you need to give it another command, which again will be accepted. Now, from most of the devices that I have done this on, there is 3 distinctive beeps. So one that it starts listening to you, different one that accepts the command that you have given it, then another one that Google is now listening to you, and at which point if you give the Google command, it opens up our YouTube, because that's what we want to do. So what we will say is open Google Assistant. Once it does so, you want to say open YouTube. Now I'm gonna go through it right now, and you can see and hear how to do it. Open Google Assistant. Open YouTube.
Opening YouTube.
So, as you've seen, fairly simple. Sometimes if you take a little bit longer to say something, it might stop listening to you, so you just need to follow up from wherever you have left off. When it comes down to Google, if Google stops listening to you, you will just need to press on that like microphone that will appear there on the little pop-up that was visible, but that's all you will need to do. Anyway, once we have our YouTube open, you want to hold volume up and down again. Now this will turn off TalkBack, and we can now use our display normally. So from here, we will navigate into the account icon. Gonna go into settings and about, and then Google privacy policy, accept and continue, no thanks. And from here, we're just gonna navigate to HardReset.Info/bypass website. There we go. If you need a moment to write this down, do pause the video. Now once you're on the site, you want to scroll down and you will find Settings app. Click on it. Once your settings are open, scroll all the way down to, I believe, System Settings. Yep, System Settings, and at the bottom you'll find Backup and Reset. Click on it, select Reset Phone, and then erase all data. Now press on this red button twice, erase all data, or erase data, and this will begin factory resetting your phone. Now this part, once we got to the settings, was virtually the same as on Android 11. We just had to get to the settings a little bit differently. But anyway, once you start resetting your phone, this will remove all the protective measures that were placed on this device before. So Google account and also the PIN, pattern, password, whatever it might have been, will be now completely removed. Unfortunately, this will bring us back to the setup screen, but at that point we can set up our device however you like. Like I mentioned, it will be fully unlocked. Now I'll let this run through, and once it's finished, I'll come back just to go through a quick setup just so you can see that it went successfully. So, see you once it's finished. Okay, so you can see factory reset has now finished, and like I mentioned before, I'm just going to go through a quick setup. I'm going to be skipping as much as I can just to save a little bit on time, but you can set up your device however you like. One thing that I'll be doing also is skipping Wi-Fi connection. Normally, if the device is locked, you can see a tiny little lock icon right here, and you obviously cannot see it right now. And additionally, if you choose to skip Wi-Fi connection later on, almost when you're done and it's telling you to get started, I believe, or something like that, the last page before it takes you to home screen, it will usually backtrack you back to connecting to Wi-Fi if the device is locked. But obviously this one shouldn't be anymore, so get started and home screen, and there we go. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.